Welcome to Metro Focus. In this episode, we are back in Virginia. We're going to visit some places that are loved by locals in the community, and you'll definitely want to take those out-of-town guests that come to visit during the holiday season. We will hop on the Silver Line and visit the practice facility for the DMV's beloved hockey team, the Washington Capitals, have some warm and delicious coffee and chai tea at an eclectic coffee shop in Alexandria, visit a historic landmark that served as a pharmacy in the late 1700s, and spend some time learning about the arts at a local gallery. Of course, we're going to show you how Metro can take you to all of these destinations, and we'll tell you the story behind the giant art installation at the Spring Hill Metro Station. So sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy this Metro Focus ride.
I'm John Bordner, and we're here at Delray Artisans, anchoring the north end of Mount Vernon Street. There's a very unique culture here, very art-centric culture in Delray. We get a lot of traffic just because of the vibrancy of this neighborhood and the kind of the artistic, eclectic feel of it. It makes it a real tourist destination in the local area. And we're basically a 501c3 gallery where we try to be the incubator for new talent and also offer a place for experienced artists to show their work. We have people that work in glass, ceramics, in oils and watercolors, sketches, you name it. We have all kinds of artists here. What drew me to this place was just the vibrant nature of the people, just very open, fun-loving artists that want to be able to show their work. It's a small yearly fee to become a member, and you get to participate in all of the shows. We have coursework as well. DRA, we have a new show every month. And we have a show opening the first Friday of every month, except two, December and July. And actually, we're really excited because next year is our 25th anniversary. That's 25 years in Delray that we've been here, helping create what is Delray and bring up the art scene here. And we're marching right through to the 25th year and beyond. Delray Artisans actually got their start from a group of locals that were walking their dogs together. And they just shared their love of art and dogs. And they go, you know what, we need to come up with a group that supports arts in the community and helps new people get into the art scene and be able to express themselves. And they founded Delray Artisans 25 years ago. People that come and visit oftentimes will take advantage of the Metro bus, and we have a stop on the number 10 line, which is feet outside the door. You can exit the bus and you don't even get wet if it's raining, just boom, right in. If it wasn't for Metro, we would be just a local tiny gallery that only gets people from across the street or down the road a little bit. Metro really opens up our viewership, our membership to the whole area, the whole DC, Maryland, Virginia metro area. And especially as congested as we're starting to get around here, people are more and more relying on that public transportation. Everybody's showing here are local artists, and we love supporting them, one, because they're your friends and neighbors, right? And it also helps promote the artistic community that we have here. Some of these artists are professional artists. That's how they make their living, and it really gives you a great sense of accomplishment when someone comes in and buys your artwork and hangs it in their home.
I am sitting in the very chilly, excuse me if I'm shivering, Kettler's Capital Iceplex with the Director of Marketing Events, Danielle, and the Front Desk Manager, Colton. Thank you guys for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pleasure.
Tell us all about the Iceplex.
We are actually located on the top of the Ballston Common Mall, which is actually going under construction, and it's going to be all new in 2018.
The facility was built in 2006 just to kind of create a new recreational area in the city. We're actually a 2-rink facility. There's 2 sheets of ice so that there's plenty of activities that people can do year-round, the entire time.
We have public skating every single day, and it's open to all ages, which is great. Young or old, you can come, get some skates, get on the ice, and just enjoy some music, have fun with your friends. It's great.
$9 for an adult, $8 for a child, and if you need to rent skates, it's $5 extra. We've actually partnered with Arlington County for a couple special sessions. On those sessions, they're called the Arlington County Sponsored Dollar Skate. It's just $1, including your admission and rental. That's Tuesday afternoons, 2 to 3:30. Right now, always check the schedule before you come in, right? And then the first Friday of every month, that evening skate is also $1. We're actually the practice facility for the Washington Capitals. We have the Caps practice here pretty much every morning. You can check their schedule actually on their own website. It's called capstoday.com.
So they'll have after practice interviews, and they do all of that here, and they have their locker rooms and all of that on their side, but it's really great because their practices are free and open to the public, so they can come in, watch in our bleachers, and it's pretty awesome.
Tell us a little bit about the special events that you guys host here.
So we actually have a ton of different events. We've had anywhere from bat mitzvahs to reunions to even a wedding this past summer. And we do birthday parties every weekend. So you can either rent the ice or rent one of our rooms for any event. It's up to you. Just contact us and we'll let you know available dates.
We have a lot of events coming up. We host a blood drive here about every 3 months just so that people can get donations in. We're a great space for big events like that, just because we have this open space up top here on the mezzanine. And then if people want to do something fun while they're waiting or have something else going on, we have our stores where they can go shopping or even skate here on the ice. We also have a couple other events that are really fun for families. One that I really like is called Recess at the Rink. It's specifically for the little tots, the little munchkins to go out there and really develop a love for skating. It's $12 for admission for an adult chaperone and for the kid, and to rent their skates, so it's a pretty good deal too. Once they get out there, we throw out foam pucks and mini nets so they can try their hand at hockey a little bit. Some Beanie Babies so they can practice skating around or picking stuff up. We just try to make it really fun for the kids, and it's a great session that I enjoy.
So we run a Learn to Skate series every 7 weeks. So if you miss one session, it's okay. The next 7 weeks, you can start from the beginning. We have all ages, starting from 3 years old all the way to adults.
And it's so nice that you guys are Metro accessible.
I love that we're Metro accessible. I take the Metro into work every day. I take the Orange Line usually, and the Ballstone stop is literally 2 blocks north of us. It's like right there. It's just a quick walk from the Metro, and then you're right here. I've taken some of the buses too. The 38B, I think, is the one that runs to Farragut. They always run pretty on time, so it's really convenient for me. Yeah.
I love it because I get to go to Caps games. Whenever I'm at work, I look at the clock and I'm just like, okay, now I can just walk over, head to the Metro, and then head to a game. It's awesome.
The nice thing though is that even if you're not taking the Metro, it's still pretty easy to get here. We have tons of parking because we're located on top of a parking garage, and it's actually pretty affordable. It's only $1 for your first 3 hours, or if you get here in the evenings for evening sessions, after 6 o'clock, it's $1 the whole night.
Colton, you have to tell our viewers about your experience.
Okay, so this
One of your fondest memories here.
This is one of my favorite stories to tell people, just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of rink it is. So the Capitals practice here, so you get to see them a lot, honestly. So one of them, I don't know if you know, his name's Justin Williams. He came in one day and he was signing his kid up for RHL, which is a rooftop hockey league. It's a hockey league that we have for the kids here. Goes all the way from age 6 up to age 14. And he's like, oh, and I work for the Caps, so I get the discount. And so I said, without even thinking about it, it was just an automatic reflex. I was like, could you show me proof of ID, sir? So he just responded, he was like, well, my name's on the jerseys in the store over there. And I was very apologetic. And that's when the penny drops, and I was like, oh, I just asked the Capital who they were. So.
Tell our viewers where to find you guys, website, social media. Give us all your information. How can we get in touch with Kettlers?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions or concerns, you can always reach us on the website, KettlerCapitalsIceplex.com.
And we're also on Twitter and Facebook and even Instagram. Yes, we are located at 627 North Glebe Road, Suite 800. We're just at the top of the mall. You see us if you drive by.
there's like these big banners with Caps players on them, so everyone knows that there's an ice rink here.
Right.
The facility itself is open pretty much from 5 a.m. until whenever our adult league gets out, which is like midnight, 1 o'clock, that kind of time.
A full
so,
day.
Yeah. And then the front desk itself is staffed from 7:30 to 10. So if you ever have any questions about programs or want to get in touch with someone, you can just call the desk at 571-224-0555, and anyone at the desk would be happy to help you.
Well, I look forward to coming back. Don't be too much embarrassed about me when I bust my butt out there, but I'll have
You can sign up for lessons.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for having us.
Of course.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Lauren Gleason. I'm the site manager of the Stabler Leadbeater Apothecary Museum. This was a real pharmacy that opened here in 1792 in Alexandria, Virginia, and it was run by the same family for 141 years until they went bankrupt during the Great Depression. It closed down and was saved by locals and turned into a museum immediately. It's been a museum ever since. So everything in this museum is original to this old pharmacy. The furnishings, even the ingredients inside the bottles sitting on the shelves. This isn't a collection of objects taken from pharmacies around the country or even pharmacies around the state of Virginia. It's this one specific family business that was here on this site. We even have the archives from the business, so they're record books, they're accounts, they're prescription books. And we don't have everything, but we have most of it. Our best piece is a note from Martha Washington that she sent to Mr. Stabler, the owner of the pharmacy, asking for castor oil in 1802. We have so many original contents inside the bottles and inside the drawers and the tin cans as well. We also have a laboratory on the second floor of the museum that has barely been touched since the pharmacy closed down in 1933. And it would have been employees only. Visitors, customers would not have been coming in this room. And this room is entirely original, just as it was when it closed in 1933. And it was probably fairly old-fashioned by 1933. So maybe it's looked like this since 1850 or so. About 20 to 30% of all of the drawers, tin cans, jugs around this room have their original contents in them still, whatever was left behind in 1933. People are awestruck when they come in this museum. The room that I'm currently standing in, the old retail shop of the pharmacy, is very beautiful, but when visitors go upstairs to the laboratory, they frequently gasp as they step into the room. I have done thousands of tours. I have a lot of volunteer tour guides who give tours here at the museum. Some are retired pharmacists. Some are history buffs who like to volunteer here on the weekends. And when I don't have volunteers, then I give the tours myself. So there have been many tours that I have led in this museum. We also do a lot of special programs for children, for Girl Scouts, and we do Girl Scout media journeys. We do Harry Potter themed birthday parties, or we do magical themed birthday parties. This museum has a lot of links to Harry Potter. When J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter books, she used historic medicine as the inspiration for potions and herbology. So there are about 30 ingredients in this museum that are mentioned as potions ingredients in Harry Potter in the books, the movies, the video game, or J.K. Rowling has mentioned them in interviews. Dragon's blood is definitely the most loved ingredient at the museum. The regular tour is a 30-minute long tour, and we unfortunately can't let visitors touch too much in the museum since it's all original, but we try and give a few hands-on items. We have one of the original mortars and pestles out that we always have some kind of spice in it. We've got lavender in it today. And so visitors, young and old, are welcome to grind up the lavender, and it not only makes the room smell nice, but gives busy hands something to touch. And we always have a few other hands-on vials that are ingredients that are on the shelves in the historic bottles, and licorice sticks, which don't fit very well into a bottle. But myrrh sap, which you can open and touch, get an idea what dried sap is like. Nutmeg. Nutmeg was mostly used as a flavoring or to help counteract another ingredient in a drug that would induce nausea. We are on the King Street Metro station. This museum is just one building off of King Street itself, so we get a lot of visitors that come to the DC region and they stay maybe in DC or Crystal City, often in Alexandria, but they can take Metro, blue or yellow line to the King Street Metro station, and then there is a free trolley that goes from the Metro station all the way down King Street up to the Potomac River. And there's also a number of buses that go up and down King Street and throughout Old Town to get visitors to all the historic sites in Alexandria. If we were not very easily accessible by Metro, we would have much lower visitation. We get about 15,000 visitors a year at this point, and it is certainly because we are so Metro accessible. If visitors had to drive here, a lot of visitors would not come because people come to DC and they're told by the guidebooks, don't rent a car. Old Town Alexandria is delightful. There are a lot of locals who live here, so this isn't just a tourist setting. There are regulars who walk by every day. The Apothecary Museum is guided tour only on most days. That means tours begin on the 15s and 45s. They're half-hour long tours, and they are $5 per person, $3 for children. The volunteer tour guides and I love to share stories about how it's so much fun to give tours here because visitors are so impressed by the space, by how original this museum is.
I am standing in the middle of St. Elmo's Coffee Pub with the general manager, Willis Nichols. Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
It's such a treat to be here in Virginia community, obviously. Tell us what made you choose Virginia for St. Elmo's Coffee Pub.
Well, St. Elmo's has been here for almost 20 years.
Wow.
There's been growth, there's been opportunity, there's lots of new businesses, and the area is fantastic because it's located close to Washington, it's close to Maryland, and obviously Virginia.
Tell us a little bit more about St. Elmo's Coffee Pub. What happens during the week? What's the community like? What's the feel here?
Well, we start early in the day. We start 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. So we get commuters in right at 6 a.m. We open the door, they're here, because there are people who have to catch the Metro. There are people who are driving in or doing carpooling. They come here, they get their coffee. They may do a little work here first and then head off to the Metro. The bus line is right outside our door, which is fantastic. During the week, we're busy from 6 to about 10, dies down a little bit. Sometimes during the evening, we have evening performances. We've done poetry readings here. We have a wonderful group, the Not So Modern Jazz Band, that's been playing here for 20 years.
Wow.
They're here at night. You can come in and see seniors dancing, and now we have the kids coming in and dancing as well too. We're known as the other living room. So you don't have to stay at home.
Right.
You can come here, you can hang out, you can be comfortable, and this is your home. This is your second home.
So you mentioned obviously being Metro accessible is very important for you. We have the Metro Bus 10 lines that run across Mount Vernon Avenue. Tell us what that means for your customers and your employees, how important it is being Metro accessible.
Well, for the customers, it's easy for them to get here. For employees, when they're excited to be hired at St. Elmo's, but they're afraid of not getting here when we open, since we open so early, I tell them the bus line's right outside and the Metro's 15 minutes away.
So tell us what makes St. Elmo's Coffee Pub different than another coffee shop. Obviously, it's a smaller community and it has a much more closer feel to it, but tell us exactly what you think makes it different.
We really care about what we do, and we try to do our best. I'm not saying that others don't, but we focus on what we do and try to do what we do the best we can. We're carrying a new line of coffee, Stumptown Coffee, out of Portland, Oregon, which is one of the best coffees around. We have baristas here who have gone through extensive training to give the absolute best cup of coffee. If you don't like coffee, we have chai tea. We've got a new line of teas, Benjamin teas out of Austria, that are amazing. We care about what we do, bottom line.
What would you say is a customer favorite? Give me some of the top items that I have to try when I come to St. Elmo's.
All right, coffee is number one.
Okay.
If you don't drink coffee, the chai tea is fantastic.
And I had that. It was amazing. So
It's
I can definitely attest.
rich, it's smooth, it's creamy. You're really going to enjoy it, and you still get your caffeine buzz from that. Not a crazy buzz, but a
Right.
nice caffeine buzz. We're known for our muffins as well too. They're a little on the big side, but they're absolutely delicious. And we've got bagels. We just started doing breakfast sandwiches too. There is a burrito with spinach and roasted red peppers and eggs, turkey sausage, and cheddar cheese. Oh, it's so good. It's so delicious.
It sounds good. What's in the future for St. Elmo's? What can we expect?
We're working on expanding our evening entertainment. We've added beer and wine, so we have 7 taps going right now. And these are all from small craft breweries in the neighborhood, preferably. And we're looking to really build our evening business, because we have a fantastic morning business, but now we want to get people to come here at night, relax, have a beer, see a nice show, and then go home and without having to go too far, which is kind of nice.
Right.
A year ago, St. Elmo's was actually bought out by another company. So we're now larger than we used to be. We're part of Market to Market, which is next door, which is a deli where you can get fresh deli sandwiches. Now you can get fresh deli sandwiches here at St. Elmo's as well. We're like sister stores, so you can go back and forth. We've got a fantastic selection of beer there as well. You can come over here, have your beer, have your sandwich, all one-stop eating and drinking.
Nice. So tell our viewers how they can get in touch with St. Elmo's, where it's located. Give us all the things we need to know to get here.
Now, we like to say that we're in the heart of Delray. They can go on our website, which is stelmoscoffeepub.com. They can get all the information on how to get here. We have directions on there as well. We're right at the corner of Mount Vernon Avenue and East Delray.
Well, thank you again so much for having us.
Lonnie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Securing the homeland, protecting the environment, educating a nation. Every day, Metro riders take on the toughest problems on the planet. They come to the nation's capital driven by a sense of duty, a desire to make things better, and a commitment to their cause. The entire world depends on them doing their jobs. And at Metro, we are well aware that they depend on us to do ours. We want our riders to know that we recognize the hard issues facing our system. We know that before we can regain their trust, we need to restore their service. We'll do that first by getting back to good, then eventually returning Metro to the world-class transit system it once was. And our promise to the region is that we will bring the same passion and commitment to our job as our riders bring to theirs.
My name is Barbara Gregudas. I live in Tucson, Arizona. I am an artist and I work in the public realm. This piece is called Eccentricity. In this particular instance, we have circles that kind of overlap, and that's what eccentricity is about, is our kind of lives running around and overlapping all these things that are going on. This piece is 40 feet tall. The building is 36 feet tall. I definitely wanted to trump the building. I thought that that was very important for art to trump the building. And I want the work of art to stand on its own and make its own statement. Drawings that we did, computer renderings of this, and it looks exactly like it looks. So it looks exactly the same. So it's been in my head for a long time. So this is actually a thrilling moment for me to see it all come together finally. the light flows through the piece. It's not a solid piece. The light comes through the piece. Every view you have at a different time of the day, it looks a little bit different. There's moire patterns. And then at night, the piece is lit up and has changing colored lights, and it looks different from every vantage point. WMATA commissioned a few Virginia poets, so I had to incorporate that poetry. I hope that this tiny little place next to the station, when people get off the train, if they're like harried or really busy, maybe they'll take 5 seconds to stop here. We put some seating that fits into these eccentric circles. It's for everybody. What I try to do as a public artist is give the built environment a little bit of oomph, a little bit of extra twist.
We are standing in the Metro headquarters in Washington, D.C. I am joined today by a strategic planning advisor here at Metro, Michael. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're going to talk all about the new pass called Select Pass, right, here at Metro.
Yep. Select Pass is a new pass program that we created as a way to give our customers something back. We know that there are a lot of challenges right now with our service and track work program, and so we crafted a pass that will allow our customers to pay for 18 days worth of their normal commute trips and then travel the whole month for that one price. During a month, you generally have 20 to 23 work days, so you can save up to 20% on a given month. We did a lot of research internally. We did some customer survey work and discovered that the pass would be desirable to customers even who didn't actually travel every day. Maybe they only traveled 4 days a week, but they still found it a desirable product. We think for some customers it's a savings, and for other customers it's more, they don't have to worry about whether they have enough value on their card or constantly rolling in another $5 at the fare machine or getting stuck at the fare gates. So it gives them a peace of mind that is also of value to them, maybe even beyond the value of the trips they're taking. So there's a saving of dollars, and there's also saving of worry and anxiety too. That's part of it.
Peace of mind, you can't buy that sometimes.
Exactly. People are telling us that they don't have to worry anymore, that they're saving money, that it's providing them options they didn't have before.
How can you obtain a Select Pass? What's the information? How to get it?
Sure. Go online and you choose the price point that you're interested in, and that's generally the price point of your usual trip. So let's say your usual trip is from Union Station to Farragut North. It's actually the most popular trip in the system.
That's a short trip.
It is a short trip, but you have a lot of customers coming in on commuter rail, and then they want to just go to Farragut North. So that trip is, I think it's $215. So the base fare pass of $225 will accommodate those trips. You go online, you choose the fare that's best for you, and then at the checkout, it loads it onto your card. And the next time you tap your card on the fare system, and you're good to go for the rest of the month.
Now with the Select Pass, is it a different pass? Does it look different than my normal Smart trip, or is it just like an add-on how like the Smart benefits it?
Sure, yeah. It's actually a virtual product. There's no physical product.
Okay.
You simply just buy it online, and it's a pass that's loaded onto your current Smart Trip card. In addition, there is a bus option. For $45, you can add unlimited bus to your pass. That bus option is only currently available on Metrobus. So hopefully, within the next 6 months or so, we'll be able to work with our local bus providers, including Montgomery County Ride On, the Circulator, ART in Arlington, and actually have the bus add-on work on all of the regional bus operators. So that's another step that we can take to provide even more value to our customers.
Well, thank you again, Michael.
Sure thing, thank you.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the ride and learning more about fun and exciting things to do in Virginia that of course are all Metro accessible. I know you don't want to go, but don't worry. We'll be back and we'll be exploring more neighborhoods that make this wonderful place we call home so great. Till the next time we meet, take care.